Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. The casual manner in which the government is treating serious matters is very alarming. They are using a lot of PR when things are going haywire. And the seekers that they have taken, Kenya through is something that is just unacceptable. Now, concerning the fake fertilizer, we do not know who to trust anymore. The minister, Professor Linturi, is saying one thing. The PS Rono is saying another. The NCPB, National Cereals and Produce Board, the body that is mandated to manage our cereals, is saying one thing. KEBS, Kenya Bureau of Standards, is saying another. And you wonder what exactly is happening, because even the CID is now supposed to come in. Now, the shocking news that we're getting here now after the seekers, where each and every office is speaking its own language, is that government confirms distribution of substandard fertilizer to farmers. And I want us to read further so that we discuss this, because we are being confused. The government has confirmed the distribution of substandard fertilizer to farmers and suspended the distribution of the vital farm input by KEL Chemicals pending legal action. And it says that the move follows the release of test results by the Kenya Bureau of Standards on all fertilizer being distributed under the subsidy program, which showed that the fertilizer distributed by KEL Chemicals did not meet quality requirements. The quality regulatory body has consequently initiated legal action against KEL Chemicals for distributing substandard products as per the standard of Act Cap 496. Then the funniest thing, they are assuring Kenyans that all the other fertilizer is good except this particular one that is being distributed by KELE Chemicals. And they are saying that it asked farmers who have acquired or processed fertilizer from KEL Chemicals to immediately discontinue its use and to visit their nearest NCPB facility for further guidance. The reason why this is painful to me, ladies and gentlemen, is because we have a government minister who is being paid by taxpayers' money, whom we have mandated to man this ministry. Very sensitive. A sensitive docket that William Ruto at some point was manning in the coalition government. And he knows how sensitive it is. And I thought that when he was looking for someone to man this docket, he looked and gave us the best. When this news first came that we had fake fertilizer, the government denied it. Linturi denied it. PS Rono did the best thing that is common practice. When you realize that there is allegation of corruption, you simply suspend, because he wrote a letter to the NCPB and suspended the distribution of that particular fertilizer and said that they were doing investigation. Dennis Itumbi and Linturi said there is no fake fertilizer. In fact, as late as 2 days ago, Linturi said that this is a propaganda that is being propagated by Azimio. John Allan started investigating this as late as November last year, because investigative journalism takes time. You need to meet people, security reasons, commits you to ensure that things are done very secretively, because you even need to hide the identity of the victims and those who want to give you information. And John Allan came up with a very shocking report. And what shocks him is the casual manner in which this is being handled with a lot of PR. Kindly take a look at John.
My real and very deep concern with this issue is that it is being handled as a PR disaster, not a food security disaster, which is what it is, right? And public relations are one thing, But you cannot public relations your way out of something as serious as a food security crisis. We have been blessed with good rains. We have great soil. If we are to believe the same Ministry of Agriculture, uptake of fertilizer has gone up by, what were they saying? Was it 200,000 bags or something in that order? Then it means that we are primed to have the best kind of harvest over a long period of time and then further bolster our food security. But if people are speaking at cross purposes at the CS level, at the PS level, at KEBS, at NCPB, the real question we should be asking ourselves is, what is the standard of trust that we should have in public institutions who are continuously speaking at cross purposes with one?
That was the senior investigative journalist, John Allan, and his report is intended with that of the KEBS. And when the government realized that they had been cornered, because many Kenyans seem to trust what John Allan said, and this one is now spreading like fire in the wilderness, and they decided now to release their report, and they're saying that indeed there is fake fertilizer that has gotten its way into the supply chain. And you would ask yourself, why would a government minister be so hard and giving erroneous statement when we know very well that this might have gotten into the supply chain? Why won't he just allow investigation to take place so that they take action, legal action? When PS Rono said that they were doing investigations, the minister overruled him, because when he said suspend this particular fertilizer, the PS said our farmers must understand, they must have trust in the supply chain. There is nothing, all our fertilizer is being scrutinized and certified by government officials who have certified that there is no fake fertilizer. To an extent that they were saying that this is now Azimio propaganda. Now this is coming up. Mudavadi said that they had agreed that there are some sensitive dockets. Afia House, that is the Ministry of Health, Ardhi House, the Ministry of Land, Agriculture, Education. Yet someone is still playing with us, because this now undermines food security, something that William Ruto, campaigned. He campaigned on a platform to ensure that he gives food security to our country. And he said he would give subsidy to fertilizer because he wanted to subsidize production and not consumption. That is something that he said. When we allow ourselves to play around with the lives of Kenyans, then it behoves one to wonder, are we serious? Yesterday, when the government spokesperson was talking, Mwaura blamed some people and said that there is nothing like fake fertilizer. He also blamed people for sponsoring doctor strike. We have a government that does not want to face reality. So, in my opinion, Mitika Linturi should go home, because the report is now here. I don't know what he's doing in office. We need people who can be very honest with Kenyans. If you realize the trust level between citizens and the government has deteriorated, because we have people speaking at double cross. We have people speaking different languages. The fertilizer is fake, the fertilizer is not fake. Blame game. And then they allow politicians like Itumbi, who are never professionals in telling, being truthful and being honest to others. The same propaganda they used during campaigns is the same way they want these government ministries to be run. Itumbi keeps on tweeting, and he supports, because he's the one who initiated this, that this is a propaganda by Azimio. They realize that Ruto is now doing a good job. Yet farmers are crying and lamenting. If William Ruto is not going to show Linturi the door, then I don't know what he's talking about. PS Rono, together with others, must now come up and run this ministry. We have always suspected that this is a deliberate effort to ensure that there is no enough harvest come next harvesting season, so that they can allow some people to import GMO into the country. The truth is now out. I want to see what Mitika Linturi is going to say, because I only had Linturi, the government spokesman Mwaura, and Dennis Itumbi saying that there is no fake fertilizer. But Mudavadi, Rono, and some Rift Valley politicians had said that things are on a wrong trajectory and they need to take action. It is a rallying call to William Ruto to ensure that he cracks the whip. Even if he is trying to look at regional balancing, Wameru ni wengi. If he feels that the people of Meru will start crying that their man has been shown the door, he can replace him with another Meru. There are people who are learned, people who can man that docket. If you just look along the Meru country, within the Meru country, you will get someone. But we cannot continue to play around with the lives of Kenyans. Agriculture is the backbone of our nation. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that you'll also agree with me that Mithika should go. And I don't have anything against him personally, but he should go so that we have someone who can man this docket. Not if he doesn't go, then we will conclude that this is something that William Ruto knows very well, and he does not want Linturi to go because Linturi is working on his behalf. Otherwise, we need to see heads rolling because we mess up with our farmers, we mess with the seeds, we mess with the fertilizer, then we are running against time. Time is not waiting for us. I'll not be surprised if next week another headline hits the media houses that we have fake seedling, because there is a very intentional plan to ensure that we don't have enough food. So next, you'll realize that we have fake seeds because we know that Bill Gates is trying to ensure that GMO is sold to us at all cost. And this is something that William Ruto understands. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know the next step, because if someone has been found lying blatantly to us, then he should go. There is no need. Linturi has got no need being in that docket. I don't know what you think, but that's my take.